Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Now and Then Some podcast with Robin and Kaley. I'm your host, Robin.
And I'm your other host, Kaley.
And here we talk about everything from now and then.
And then some.
That's right. Kaley.
What?
I forgot to tell you. I finished the book.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I told you I was going to be on an airplane.
That's true.
So I read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yeah.
Suzanne something or another.
Yeah.
Who wrote The Hunger Games.
Yep.
It's the prequel. It's amazing.
Told you.
I started on the plane on the way to El Paso. I read a lot while I was there. You know, the guys were watching the fights. I like to watch the fights. The guys are watching football. I like to watch football. But I can also read at the same time.
Totally.
So then I finished it after we got back. I was almost done on the plane. Finished it when we got home. Stayed up till midnight finishing it. And then had the worst nightmares.
Oh, yeah. No. And that was the tough part about that book. I was reading it before bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my God. This is kind of the worst thing to read before bed.
Yeah. I think Hunger Games was gory, but maybe I just forgot how
Robin,
detailed,
I think this was
gory.
I think this one was worse.
Yeah.
And I just saw another trailer came out for the movie, and it's like rated PG-13. I'm like, how are we swinging that, people?
No, I think they'll probably tone it down a lot.
They're going to have to.
Yeah. It was scary.
It was scary, but was it not so good? Were you not
So
in it the
good.
whole time?
Yes. How do you say his name in your head?
I don't even know.
I say Coriolanus.
Coriolanus. Yeah, that's how I would have.
Otherwise, it's Coriolanus.
Well, like, I wouldn't have said it like that. And then I think as I was reading Robin, I was just saying Cornelius in my brain.
I was too.
Like, it got to the point where I was like, this is too much. Like, it's just Cornelius Snow.
I think
Cornelius
I always thought
Snow.
his name was Cornelius Snow.
I think I did too.
Yeah.
So that's how I say it.
Coriolanus.
Cornelius.
Corio. So yeah, I meant to tell you that and give it back to you. So I'll give it back to you after this.
Oh my God. Okay, good. Because I have two other people that wanted to borrow it.
Okay.
So I didn't think she was going to be done this quick, but
Yeah,
way to go,
always
girl.
put me first in line when people want to borrow a book.
Deal.
Put Robin first.
I'm a really fast reader as well, but
It's just the opportunity. It's just the time.
right, like I tell you, when I go to the Dearlies, I will knock out in those 4 or 5 days 6 or 7 books. Like it's unreal when I have the time.
And you're reading what now?
It's called Shatter Me series.
Okay.
I just started it, so I'll bring back some thoughts once I get into it.
Okay. Maybe I'll borrow that, or maybe I want to get the one that everyone else is talking about the Court of Dragons
The Thorns?
Yes.
I can't remember what it's called.
Some
I haven't
other
read
fantasy type book.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it has the Shatter Me series. I think has 5 books, so I can just pass them to you as I finish.
All right. This will become a review podcast.
There
for
we go.
books.
Okay.
It's a book club podcast.
I love it.
So before we get into anything else, do we even want to bring it up?
I have to. I have to acknowledge that I feel like the shirt I am wearing right now, dead / a bag of bones. That's what I feel like. My Astros lost, and we are not going to the World Series. When I say heartbroken, yeah.
Jinx.
Yeah. When I say it, I mean it. And I know that people out there are like, she's so dramatic. I have loved them my entire life. And Robin, I have to say this, and I'm not going to read it because it doesn't need to be done. After Game 5, after we won Game 5, which was probably the most exciting baseball game I've ever watched in my entire life, I wrote a whole novel, like detailing the game for everyone that didn't get to watch it. And now I will not read it because we ended up losing the next 2 and not going to the World Series. But I was getting ready to read it on this podcast.
I was like, why did you write it?
To read on the podcast because I was like...
Will you show me, though?
I will show you.
Okay.
We could not win 1 game at home. We won 3 on the road. But
Didn't you say that was what was going to happen?
I told you we struggled at home all season. We did. We had a losing record at home, which is unreal. Most people, that's backwards. People play well at home when the crowd is cheering them on. Yes. So yeah, we lost 2 in Houston, won 3 in Arlington, lost 2 more in Houston.
Lost bad.
Now, Robin asked me if I will be cheering for the Texas Rangers at the World Series.
I wouldn't even dare to utter their name.
The answer is no. So, I saw some people posting on the internet like, me as an Astros fan when the Texas Rangers are going to the World Series, and it's a picture of Tim Riggins from Friday Night Lights saying Texas Forever. I'm like, LOL, no. And the reason for that, Robin, is, well, there's a couple, but the main reason for that is I don't appreciate the Texas Rangers players being, for lack of a better term, little douche cakes. They're very cocky.
Of all things that you were going to say, I could not have predicted douche cakes.
Douche cakes. They're very cocky, and I don't like that because we aren't like that. The Astros we're cute, we're sweet, we're funny. Like, you should hear these players like talk about each other and talk about the game, and then you just see these freaking Rangers act so rude and cocky.
I can't stand it when fans are also horrible.
Well, yeah, that's another can of worms. You know how I feel about a lot of the Dallas fans.
Yeah.
But just the players.
You sound like the Jonas Brothers. Like, we have humble fans.
The Astros.
We're cute. We're sweet. We're funny.
I'm not even talking about the fans. I'm talking about the players.
Yeah.
Sure, the fans too. Hello. But really, the players. I don't appreciate the Rangers, and go Diamondbacks.
Oh, wow. Shots fired.
Diamondbacks beat the Phillies.
Okay.
Which is crazy because no one expected the Diamondbacks to beat the Phillies. Like, everyone's like, Phillies are going.
Then, like, they're definitely going against the Rangers in the World Series.
Game 7.
Wow. When does it start?
It starts Friday.
Cool.
Oh, when this episode comes out.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So that night will be game 1 of the World Series. Go Diamondbacks!
Go Diamondbacks.
Oh, also, I want to say this. I will not call you out by name, but there were several people on my social media posting, laughing at my Stros. And you know who you are. I almost blocked you.
They didn't tag you, did they?
No, but it was directed at me. We all know. We all know.
That's rude. Mm-hmm. Rude, crude, and socially unacceptable.
I really want to name a few names, but I won't. Okay, there's my Astros debacle. I'm really upset, but...
You've accepted it.
I've accepted it. And, you know, Dusty Baker, sweet, sweet old man Dusty, our coach, they're going to announce within the next day or two if he's coming back. 74 years old. I think it might be time. And I say this, Robin, because he made absolutely awful decisions as to who needed to play, when to pull the pitchers. Yeah. So, Dusty, thank you for your time. We won the World Series last year. I'm a happy camper, but maybe we mix it up a little bit. Okay.
Time to move on.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of moving on, shall we start with our and thens?
Let's do it. Okay, so my and then is A Bug's Life.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Of course.
Okay. And the reason is I didn't watch it, but it is on my list of my little Saturday morning movies to watch. I didn't watch it, but something popped up on my social media, and it was a reel of bloopers from A Bug's Life.
Oh,
do you remember how Pixar used to do bloopers? Yes. And I'm thinking in my head, so they had to like spend the extra time as voice actors, record the bloopers.
Not just voice actors, the animation.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So the voice actors had to record the bloopers.
Yeah.
Then the animation people had to keep making the animation.
I wonder
for the bloopers. I was like, this is the most amazing thing in the world.
Yeah. I wonder if the voice actors messed up for any of those, and then they animated it into. Oh my
God. Maybe
we can a girl can dream.
I don't know, but I was in. I just watched, it was 4 minutes.
Can you send that to me?
Yes, I'll find it. I think I saved it.
I am not lying when I say that watching bloopers of any kind.
I agree.
Is one of my favorite things to do.
Okay, but what's your all-time favorite, blooper or show bloopers? Do you have one?
I like to watch The Office bloopers.
Okay.
They're fantastic.
Okay.
It's hard to find Friends bloopers that you haven't seen a million times because they're not just out there.
Yeah.
My favorite bloopers compilation is at the end of the movie Liar Liar.
Can't say that can't say.
They're spouting out insults at each other. Jim Carrey and the actress in the courtroom. Mm-hmm. He's like, Jezebel, and she goes, over-actor. And he's like, and then they all die laughing. And she's like, he made me do it. And then when he takes the copy of the driver's license, they have the picture of.
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of Legally Blonde? He has a piece of paper.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And he folds it up, and then he looks like he's doing origami, and then he twists the top, and then he goes, a goose, and it springs out of his hand. I always quote that, a goose. That's my favorite blooper.
Okay.
What about you?
I obviously, Friends is my favorite show ever, so anytime I can find some, they're all witty. That's the thing is with their bloopers is they're oh, screw it. I'm taking this opportunity to say something bad, something funny.
And back then, that was a real tape that they were on. So they would get in trouble for doing stuff like that.
Exactly.
And so you could tell they were I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Because now you can just F around and find out because it's all digital.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about the tape.
And the Friends ones, they didn't care they were getting in trouble. Again, it was this is my opportunity to say something so funny.
You could tell when they had planned something, premeditated it, and the audience was just loving
dying.
it. Yeah.
So I have a soft spot for the Friends ones. Parks and Rec has some funny ones too. Chris Pratt is hilarious. What's his name? Amy Poehler, obviously.
I just think every movie, at the end of the movie, should have the blooper reel. Because sometimes you search for it on YouTube and it doesn't exist.
I agree. Any show, at the end of a season, any movie at the end, I agree with you. Bloopers. Can't get enough of them.
I also love, speaking of Pixar, when I'll purchase, one of the newer movies that comes out, let's say Moana, Coco, I'll buy the deluxe behind the scenes version and I'll watch all of it.
Does it have a bunch of bloopers in there?
Sometimes it has bloopers, but mostly it's like it'll have the voice actors doing bloopers, but they don't usually animate them, I don't think. But they'll talk about the making of, how they did the research, the creation of, creating the different characters. I watched the one for Frozen 2 multiple times.
Love it. Love it.
It's great. Okay,
that was my and then.
Awesome. We didn't really talk about A Bug's Life, though.
I love A Bug's Life.
I love A Bug's Life.
It's on my list to rewatch because I remember absolutely loving it as a kid.
Yeah,
and I have not watched it in I couldn't tell you how long, so it's time for a rewatch.
It still slaps.
Yeah, I'll report back.
Better than the B movie where Jerry Seinfeld had a crush on a human lady and
ew, I've never seen the B movie, but that's a no for me.
It's real weird. The plot's real weird.
Okay, I'm going to rewatch A Bug's Life so that next episode I can report back, but that's still my and then even without rewatching it because I loved it and then the bloopers were killing me. Okay. I also thought that the girl ant was so cute and pretty.
She is.
Why? I don't know why. She was so cute and pretty.
She's meant to be.
Yeah. Okay.
She's the princess.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my and then is Chicken Soup for the Soul. Do you remember this? Barely.
Vaguely, sorry.
This was like a whole movement. I went and bought this off Amazon.
Can you give us a rundown of Chicken Soup for the Soul?
Chicken Soup for the Soul. So the one I'm holding here is the original.
Robin and all her props.
20th anniversary. I did not pull this one from behind my back. It is quite thick. This is your favorite original stories plus 20 bonus stories for the next 20 years. I remember when this came out, it was such a phenomenon. If anything could go viral back then, I would say it was this. And then they started cranking them out. There was a Chicken Soup for the teenage soul, Chicken Soup for the woman's soul, Chicken Soup for the cancer survivor soul, Chicken Soup for the every kind of soul had some chicken soup. Every kind of soul.
All the chicken soup.
Yeah. So I was going to read some of them so that I could pick one to tell you about, but I didn't have time. So, they're really short. Some of them are a page. Some of them are 6 pages. They just...
is it like
I wanted to make fun of it. Like, I was going to read it and try to find one. Is it like feel-good
stories?
Yes.
Oh.
I was going to try to find one to make fun of it, but I was looking through the reviews online. 4.9, 5 stars.
People are still reading Chicken Soup?
Tens of thousands of reviews. Every review is just like, this is exactly what I needed. It really is Chicken Soup for the soul. So I do plan on reading some of these and reporting back.
You need a little pick-me-up. Maybe it's Chicken Soup.
I was like, what an asshole I am that I bought this with the intention to make fun of it. And I remember nothing but feeling warm and fuzzy every time I picked one up. So Chicken Soup for the soul.
I like it. I dig it.
Cool. All right. Shall we move on to the now?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, we're going into the Golden Batch. I have notes. I printed out my notes like it's 2002 because my phone is over there.
I've got my phone notes.
Okay, perfect. So I remember Trista.
I was literally, Robin, my first thing on here is, did you remember her right away, Robin?
I did.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I did because...
Is that really what it says?
No, did you right away remember her, Robin?
Oh my gosh, that's my first note is I remember her.
Okay, because I know that I have been a lot more into the Bachelor franchise than you have.
It was new.
So I was like, I wonder if Robin even knows who that is when she walks on the screen. Okay.
I don't remember if I watched her season on The Bachelor when she was a contestant on The Bachelor or I watched her Bachelorette. Mm-hmm. And they're still married.
Yeah, Tristan Ryan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're like the ultimate success story.
They wheel them in anytime they can because they're the OG.
Yeah, so they brought Trista and the OG to facilitate a group date.
The pickleball tournament.
I wrote down my next note is pickleball, yawn. Sorry, husband who's listening to this and plays pickleball once a week.
I was going to ask you, I've never once played pickleball, but I know it's all the rage, especially here in Austin.
I've watched a bunch of people playing pickleball. Okay. It looks fun. I have every intention of picking up a pickleball.
Isn't it just like mini tennis?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
It's got dinkin'. That's all I know.
Dinkin' and Duncan and Durkin.
I didn't mean to say pickleball yawn, but that was my reaction just because it's such a stereotypical, it started as an old person sport. Mm. And so it's just like, and I remember Gerry saying in one of the pre-season or one of the first episodes, like that he's not that into pickleball. He's more into maybe tennis. And I think they're spinning it like it's his whole life. But
I think I remember that.
I could be wrong. But
Okay.
anyway, it just is like, we get it.
Oh, they definitely
Pickleball,
were.
We get it.
They definitely were playing up the pickleball life.
Yep.
Now, I will say, all the old ladies in their little visors and skirts was cute. I thought it was
very
cute.
competitive. It was very cute.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I'm not a huge pickleball person, but I thought the whole like date concept was
Yeah, it was a good date. Our next note was giving up going to your daughter's wedding is crazy.
I can't even wrap my head around that one. Like,
Yeah. And I'm not trying to judge because we don't know the situation. Could be her third wedding. They could be.
That's my thought. I was like, this must be like the second wedding.
Yeah,
like,
or they've been together for 10 years. They have kids together. They're common law. And now they're finally tying the knot.
Maybe they just did like a courthouse wedding where it's
the way
not
she
really.
said it on the FaceTime when she was like, we did it. And she wasn't wearing all white. And
Yeah, she didn't look all done up. So I kind of thought, I was like, oh, it must be a courthouse wedding. That was my thought.
It didn't seem like a big thing. I thought when Gerry said, let's FaceTime them, which LOL, couldn't figure out how to
Also,
FaceTime.
watching him do that was just like my sweet poppy.
Yeah.
Just embodied. And I was like, this is the sweetest thing I've
That
ever
felt
seen.
genuine, but it could have been staged where the producers could have been like, pretend like y'all can't figure out how to FaceTime because you're old. Let's remind them all how old you are.
It's true. It could have been staged, but I was buying it because I've seen it.
Yeah. I thought whenever he was like, well, I thought we should FaceTime them. I thought he was going to go, should we go?
I thought,
And like whisk her away and they were going to walk into the reception.
See, my thought was, are they about to surprise them with them there? Like, did they get married and then they flew him out? That's what I thought was they flew him out to go see her and Gerry.
Yeah. I mean, of course you're getting a rose after you
Give up your daughter's
wedding.
She's funny.
Yeah, I like her.
These women.
And then she just eats the ice cream even though she's lactose intolerant.
Oh, no. Robin.
Never have I ever with ice cream.
Best thing in the whole world.
That was so fun.
I was all in on that scene. I was like, can we get another hour of just this?
I was cracking up. They were majorly like getting on each other's cases for stuff.
April is a hot mess.
April's a hot mess. Susan taking that big old bite.
I love Susan.
They said, I have never been intimate with a woman. And they all looked at each other like, nope, nope, nope. And Susan takes the biggest
Like a double scoop.
And they're like, you're going to need a second helping, Susan. That was great.
Yeah, that was the best scene of the whole episode.
Yeah. What do you have next?
Kathy's crazy, and I'm glad she went home.
Yeah, Kathy had to go.
I'm sorry. Like,
I have nothing else to say about Kathy.
yeah, I was crazy, needed to go, glad she went.
Yeah.
I was a little upset that April went. I knew that she wasn't going to win, but also she was entertaining, but she went too. So,
And
then
Nancy.
Old Nance.
Yeah, I kind of feel like she hurt her ankle and maybe he didn't come to her and comfort her and give her a rose like she might have been expecting. And she was probably like, okay, well, the fact that he did that means he's just not that into me. I'm going to gracefully make my exit.
I thought it was very graceful.
Respect.
I liked that she acknowledged, like, you're not feeling it. It's not right.
Yeah.
I'll go. Mm-hmm. It's a good way to do it.
I thought so too. But then April pretended to hurt her ankle and then cut to confessional and she's like, I was totally fine.
Like, you little.
I loved it.
And then Leslie on the date, she's just, the fact that she's 60 is just in her little.
But why are they putting these old people in these situations? They put them on ATVs.
Well, Gerry was about it. He was like gunning it.
I know, but come on.
Well, I'm talking about her in the denim shorts. Like, she's dressed like I'm like, girl, and she looks good. Don't get me wrong.
She looks great. She is a dancer, lest we forget.
We shall not. Don't worry.
We shall not.
I think she's going to be a front runner for sure.
Yeah. The preview, again, it was a lot of the same preview footage from the preview for the entire season, which is Gerry just breaking down and saying he can't do this. And I'm not sure they're going to make it the whole season. I don't know what's about to happen.
Okay, I want your opinion on which four are going to hometowns.
Faith.
Agreed.
Sandra.
Okay.
Ellen.
I agree.
Man, I don't know who else.
I would go Faith, Ellen, Leslie, and Teresa.
Teresa. Yeah.
Those are my four.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably Leslie instead of Sandra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That would be my prediction for the
All right, we're
four
placing
hometowns.
bets.
We'll see.
Okay.
All right. My next thing I want to talk about is Britney Spears' memoir. Thoughts?
I've heard a bunch of things, read some articles. I just don't like that they released all the juicy stuff ahead of time. So we already kind of knew the things about her and Justin's relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen people posting about it. The funniest thing that came out of that, though, because a lot of it's just very, very sad, is that for the Audible, did you see this, the audiobook?
No.
She
Oh, God.
read by, not her, Michelle Williams. Who does your brain go to when I say Michelle Williams?
The blonde actress.
Mine went to the Destiny's Child.
Mine went to the blonde actress in Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, so that's who it is.
Okay.
But there's this one particular
That makes
clip.
more sense than the Destiny's Child.
There's this one particular clip that's going viral on social media and people reacting to it, where it's Brittany recollecting what Justin said on the street in New York when they came across Genuine. And he was like, faux shiz, faux shiz. So it's already Brittany imitating Justin, but then it's Michelle
imitating Brittany, imitating
Brittany,
Justin.
imitating Justin. And this one woman went kind of on a deep dive about, like, how did we forgive this man? Like, how did we should be dragged for never dragging him for all of the audacities that he had the cornrows. They played some clips of him, you know, trying to beatbox and dance at the same time that was so bad. And we just let that man get away with it because he was JT.
JT.
You cannot do that this day and age. But looking back, it is the cringiest. And the
Robin,
internet is dragging him across the coals for it, and I love it.
There's a lot of cringe.
Yeah. Yep. Shall we talk fantasy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, you ready to talk fantasy?
Let's do it.
I'm not, because your girl lost.
No.
But listen to this. Listen to this debacle.
Okay.
So going into Monday night, I have my notes. I had a 72% chance of winning, so I was obviously...
Going into Monday?
Yes, Robin, so I'm feeling great. Feeling great. And let me just say this. I'm dealing with the stress of the Astros on top of all of this. Like, I can't be worried about... I've got game 7 of the Astros on Monday night, so I'm, like, not even in on fantasy. I'm watching my Stros to go to the World Series thinking I'm good on fantasy.
Right, 72%.
I, in fact, was not. I lost.
Narrator.
She, in fact, was not okay. So... all of his people went off. He had 3 people playing Monday night. They all went off. So one of his people, Jordan Addison, he had all the weeks prior averaged like 11, 12 points. You want to know how many he went for on Monday? 36.
36. Are you in PPR or half PPR? Or standard?
Standard.
Oh.
No, PPR.
Okay. I was going to say 36 is wild.
I think I'm in PPR, yeah.
Okay.
And you know what sucks is Patty Pie finally came through, delivered a stellar performance with his man Travis Kelce out there. So I was feeling good. Nope. So here's the worst part about it all, Robin. I'm in 3rd place in the league now. I have scored the most points out of everyone, and I've had the most points scored against me.
Oh, wow.
So I should be in 1st place.
Yeah.
But I'm in 3rd because my luck is so dang bad, and my Astros lost. It was a really rough week in the sports world for you, girl.
Sorry.
I hope you have better news for me.
I won.
Bless it. Thank God. I couldn't take another loss.
I won. So I took kind of stream of consciousness notes as it was going.
Okay.
So I picked up Gibbs on Detroit for my running back because Rashawn Johnson was out as of the Friday prior.
Got it.
And then the main first string guy, Montgomery, was out with a rib injury. So I picked up Gibbs. My Proges close to tied at that point. I think it was 47. I was up against Kelly, who I lost in the final playoffs last year.
Okay.
So she got first place, I got second. Is that what you call it? Playoffs? The finals.
Playoffs.
The final round.
It's playoffs.
Okay. I got second. She got first. So I was playing her. It's the first time I played her.
Okay.
I have a stream of consciousness here about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson rushing touchdown early in the first. Another touchdown passing late in the first. Another passing touchdown early second. 88-yard throw in the third. Then an 8-yard touchdown to Andrews, which was Andrews' second touchdown, and Nate was playing against Andrews. So that kind of sucked.
Andrews had a day.
Yeah, he did. And then Gibbs and Amon-Ra St. Brown started slow, started seeing some action, got a pretty good pass to Gibbs. I think he ended up getting a touchdown, but they both ended up with double digits, which was great. My proj kept going down, though. It was making me nervous. I was definitely going to win 60-something%. By the time I ended up winning, it was only by 5 points. So to
the wire.
Let's see. Waddle went out with a back injury at 2.4 points, but then he came back in. And
what, did he come back in like the second half or what?
not even, I think it was even the same. I don't remember. Okay. He did fine. He didn't do great. Tua recovered a fumble, threw it to him. It was very exciting. I was watching the Astros play-by-play on my phone on the way home from the airport. I just want you to know that. And then I turned it on.
Astros, do you hear this?
I know. Then I turned it on my TV, but I was checking my phone for fantasy Sunday night. I looked down for a second in the 9th inning to figure out how A.J. Brown's touchdown that I saw when I flipped over during a pitching change was now gone. So I flipped over because there was a pitching change. I see A.J. Brown's touchdown, which I think I was playing against him, or I don't know why I cared so much. Then I flipped back and Gainwell had the touchdown all of a sudden. So I was very confused. And then I look up at the game after I flipped back and it was 9-2 bases loaded home run. I was like, well, shit. So I ended up winning by 5 points. I am now.
I love how I don't even think you texted me on Sunday. You only texted me Monday after the loss.
I don't text you during.
Oh no.
And I don't text you after a loss. Except for when you lost it all, then I texted you and I said.
And she said, I'll bring the good provisions tomorrow, aka a big old Starbucks coffee and a bagel.
Yep. So I am second in the league.
Girl.
Somehow my record, two of us have the same record. So I'm third in the league because we have the same record, but she has more points for. The first person in the league has only lost one game.
Oh.
So I'm tied for best record.
That should be me.
Tied for second best record and first in my division.
Congratulations.
I don't know how this happened.
I'm really happy
I probably
for you.
just jinxed the hell out of myself.
Really happy for you. I think I made a couple moves.
Yeah.
Have you made any moves for this upcoming week?
You know what? I really wanted to, and I was looking at them, and I'm not going to. My team's fine.
Well, lucky you.
My proj is like 103.
I made a couple moves.
I just jinxed myself again. Can't triple jinx a double jinx.
I picked up a new defense. I got the Jets defense because they're playing the Giants, and the Giants suck.
Bless it.
And then I got
I'm drinking.
Daryl, drink it, girl. Daryl Henderson Jr. For a running back, and I slotted him in.
I looked at him.
I gotta do something around here. I'm sitting Olave. Olave is not the business. And did you hear he got arrested? Casual.
Naughty boy.
So who knows if he's even playing. So he's on the bench. Henderson's
What did he get arrested for? Do we know?
Like reckless driving.
Can't be doing that.
Or like he was going like 37 over the speed limit or something.
Oh.
And I think in the police video, I didn't really watch it. I just saw like a clip and it said something. He was like, I play for the Saints. And the cop was like, I don't care. I was like,
Also, that's taking a big gamble that he's a Saints fan.
no, it wasn't like drinking and driving or anything
Yeah.
like that. It was just going that much over the speed limit. Anyway, we're making moves. I'm going to try to get back on top. It's frustrating, Robin, when you have scored the most points, but you have the most scored against you. That's just bad luck.
It's just bad luck, man.
Someone give me some good juju out here. It ain't been pretty lately.
Doodly-doo, doodly-doo.
Thank you,
There
dear.
you go.
Thank you, dear.
All right, well, shall we get into our fun segment?
Yes, and it's Halloween themed.
Spooky season.
All right, y'all, we're back with another fun segment.
Woohoo.
And we're doing another tier list.
Love it.
And this one is going to be on Robin and I's old Halloween costume.
Yes, it is. And we have not shown each other yet.
No.
With the exception of the one from when I was a kid.
Yes.
Because it related to a story I told you. So I
needed to see it.
Yeah.
And we're going to have 4 tiers again. So we'll have You Really Are That Witch is number 1. All right. Number 2 is If You've Got It, Haunt It.
Nice.
And number 3, Let's Give 'Em Pumpkin to Talk About.
Let's give 'em pumpkin to talk about.
Thank you, Robin.
Okay.
And then 4 is Let's Boo This.
All right. So for the sake of not remembering all of those, I'm just going to say 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I agree because that's a lot to try
Okay.
to spit out.
And if you are listening to this, I highly recommend hopping on over to the old YouTube.
Because we're going to edit in the
photos.
pictures of us in the costume.
Yes.
So
I
that
know
y'all can
it's
see.
a little foreign to people to watch a podcast on YouTube, but give it a shot. I do it for some of my podcasts, and it's a much more immersive experience.
Well, at least for this segment,
Yeah.
at a minimum, to see what the heck we're talking about right
yeah,
now.
but we'll try to do our best for those who don't want to go to
To
YouTube.
describe the situation that we're looking at.
Okay. You want to go first?
Sure, I can go first.
Okay. I've got my laptop to show Kaley, and she's got her phone.
I got my phone. Okay, my first one is one of my favorite movies. I dressed up along with my sister as Dottie from A League of Their Own. My little sister, Kelsey, dressed up as Kit, my little kid sister Kit. And the reason why this is so iconic for us is because growing up, we all love that movie. My family loves that movie.
Same.
And Kelsey would always say, "This is so our lives. This is our daughter, Kaley. This is our other daughter, Kaley's sister."
That is 100% same.
Yeah.
My dad would say, this is our daughter, Joy, my older sister, and this is our other daughter, Fred. We got her on sale at Kmart.
No.
She was in the clearance bin.
No, Robin. See, they said that about us because my dad coached all my teams. I played in washer and cornhole tournaments with him growing up. So, like, any of my dad's friends, he would be like, "This is Kaley." Like, and Kelsey's like, "What am I?"
Kelsey's over there, too.
Yeah, I think he's like, "What am I? Chopped liver?"
Yeah.
So, but we also just love that movie. So we dressed up as Dottie and Kit.
Okay.
With the full baseball, softball uniforms. So let me give you a little show here.
Perfect. So they did the Peaches
The Rockford
and
Peaches.
the other team that I can't think of right now.
Oh my God.
Why do we do this every episode?
We are the worst. Racing.
Racing something.
Racing.
Peaches.
Rockford
Peaches, Racing something.
It's racing. It doesn't matter.
So when, the iconic scene where she drops the ball at the home plate, did it for her sister.
Yes, of course she did. Of course she did.
Also an iconic movie in my house. I just said iconic like 3 times, but it is. So we can submit these together. I also was a Rockford Peach. And we knew that we were going to bring this. So
because I already knew she'd done it. I knew she was going to bring it.
Yeah. So this is a long time ago, probably about 12 years ago, 10 or 12 years ago. Nate, my husband, is the coach. And then
Tom Hanks.
We were all different players.
Oh, so y'all did it like group style. It was just me and Sis.
Yeah, there was 4 of us dressed up.
Nice.
And then he had the coach's outfit.
I love it.
Yeah. So where are we going to put this one?
Oh, God. See, this is going to be hard for me to put low.
Yeah. I would say first or second.
Yeah, for me, because it's me and Sis, and it's like...
I think we need to have only one of each of ours go in the top tier.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. No hard rules yet.
For now, I'm going to put it in 2, even though it might get moved up to 1 because it's so iconic, because it's me and Sis, and we say this quote our whole lives.
Okay. And I mean, it's my favorite movie of all time.
It might be my favorite movie of all time. It's either 1 or 2, I would say.
We've watched it together over wine.
I would say it's 2, probably, for me.
Okay.
Second favorite movie of all time.
What's your first favorite movie?
Just go with it.
Oh, yeah, duh.
It's my favorite movie of all time.
Duh. Okay. All right. So we'll put that in the first tier for now.
Second.
Oh, you said second. Okay, second.
We'll put it in first for now, but it may have to go down.
Yeah, I think it's going to go to second for me.
Okay.
Okay, my next one is Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank.
Oh, God.
Oh, the leopard.
Yes.
The leopard stickers.
Leopard and
it took me a second.
And the dolphins and
I was trying to think of like a
kitty cats.
I was thinking of like a celebrity / like person.
So I wanted to show you me in this photo. So I had tattoos all over here. I made a big Lisa Frank necklace.
I was going to say, you really were going all out for it.
Neon wig, neon leopard on my eyes, leopard skirt, neon rainbow leopard.
No, you went all out.
Leggings, everything. But can I just tell you that at this particular party, it was at my sister's house.
Okay.
I thought I was going to get all the glory. This was at least a month of planning.
And I know Robin's going to go all out if she's going to do it.
Last minute style, the day before, I make Nate a costume. I go on Amazon, I get him a red hoodie, I get him a basket, I get him some bicycle handles, and I print out a photo of E.T.'s face.
So E.T.
And then he belts it around his waist. And when I tell you the amount of comments that Nate got versus the amount of comments I got.
How frustrating.
And I'm the one who came up with it and made the whole costume. But isn't that good?
No, it's very good.
It's so good. If y'all
killed
need
it on both accounts.
Yeah. And Holly looks great as Pretty Woman.
Yes.
If y'all need a great cheap Halloween costume, red hoodie, basket, bicycle handles on Amazon, get a stuffed animal, wrap it in a sheet, and slap E.T.'s face on it. I mean, you're going to be the hero of the party.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put that.
Where are you putting that?
Second tier.
Okay. You went all out. It's great.
Okay, what about you?
All right, my next one is... it's not a very iconic costume, but the story behind it is iconic.
Okay.
So I dressed as a cop. I was a senior in high school. Not that cool, right? Everyone dressed as a cop at some point. Whatever.
Not me.
But Robin, I was at a Halloween party and it got busted by the cops. And I ran from the cops in a cop costume.
Did they catch you?
No, thank God.
Oh, gosh.
You know what the best part of this
humiliation
is one of my best friends, and I won't name names, dressed up as the jailbird.
Oh.
So she was running from the cops in the jailbird costume.
That's a great photo.
Yeah, thank you. It's me arresting her. I don't know if I'm going to we're going to have to blur out her face because I don't want to put her on blast.
I've never dressed up as a cop.
I dressed up as a cop and I ran from the cops in the cop
cute.
costume. And we didn't get caught, thank God, because I was like, if I get arrested in a cop costume, this is awful.
What movie is that where the teenagers need help from the police and they talk to the guy on the motorcycle outside of the bar and then they leave thinking that the cops are going to help them and then the chick comes out of the bar and they're just bikers and it was Halloween.
Oh, I know.
And the guy's like, they thought it was real.
This is not ringing a bell for me.
It'll come to me. If you know it, comment it or leave a review and put it in the review.
Okay, because I don't remember.
Because I was thinking that'd be funny if they were like, oh, ma'am, you're already on the case. Nothing to see here. We'll just be on our merry way.
Yep.
But that is a senior in high school cop version of a costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in maybe might go in 4 because it was not original, but the story behind it was good. So I needed to say.
Yeah.
So I'll put in Let's Boo This.
Okay, let's boo this.
I never need to dress up as a cop again. The bad luck the first time got me.
Yep. Okay.
All right, what you got?
This is one of my faves. Have you ever played the game Settlers of Catan?
Oh, I love Catan.
Okay.
I love Catan.
Same. Well, we went through a big Catan phase, me and my friend group. And so we did a group costume as the different pieces or aspects of
Like the
Settlers of Catan.
like minerals? Like
Yeah, so I was ore. You've got brick. You've got lumber.
Wow.
You've got wool, grain. Nate was the robber.
Wow.
And we also had the longest road.
That's pretty cool.
So my ore costume, I kind of look like a hard rocker. I have like black wig and I'm all black and gray and sparkly black lipstick. And yeah, everybody wore something that made them into their thing that they were. We were the Settlers of Catan.
I love that.
Yeah.
I would never think to dress like Catan.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
I want to put it in the first tier.
Okay.
I'm going to knock down League of Their Own, my League of Their Own for this.
Okay. Deal.
Okay. All right.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
All right. My next one is, this one is pretty up there for me.
Okay.
Ricky Bobby's wife. Couldn't even tell you her name. This one's pretty recent. I had the full leather jacket, patched. I teased my hair up.
You looked great.
Thank you.
You don't even need to show me the photo because I remember when you did this.
Yes.
That's great. Top tier for you?
That's going to go top tier because guess what? I won the costume contest at the party I was at because everyone was like, oh my God, I had the perfect hairdo just like she does in the movie. The like 2000 sunglasses.
Nice.
And the leather jacket. And I
love it. It's very creative. I don't think I've ever seen that one done before.
No, it was awesome. So
I don't know that movie well enough to
maybe
quote
I'll
it
put
right now.
that'll be 1.
Okay.
And we'll move A League of Their Own down to 2, but it's not going lower than that because I love A League of Their Own.
Okay.
All right, what you got?
I have me at age 3. This is 1989.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Very fitting for
I know. Speaking
the day.
Yep, exactly. This is 1989 Robin's version, which is a hot mess of a clown. So that's what it looked like at the beginning. And then I had these perfect little orange circles. I think my mom probably made that. My mom sewed a lot. Okay. So she probably sewed that.
Okay.
And there's my sister.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's terrifying. And then by the end of the night,
it's the creepy.
It was just smudged everywhere.
The creepy clown makeup.
And there's another photo that I won't do my mom like this. I won't put it on the YouTube, but she's like got the wig off. She was a clown as well. Horrifying. Terrifying.
Horrifying.
Sorry, mother.
You were very precious.
Thank you for sending me these photos. And my sister with her little witch hat is so cute.
No, both of you are precious.
I'm gonna boo this one though.
Boo the childhood one.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look a little rough on the makeup side of things.
That's tough.
That's tough. Okay, I can go to my child one as well.
I cannot wait. I have not seen this. I have no idea.
I don't want to show this. I'm going to, but I can't believe I'm going to do this to myself.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Okay, so when I say the costume, you're going to be like, okay, just wait till you see this picture. The costume was a vampire.
Sure.
I've
been a vampire at least 4 times.
Right. Again, not very original.
I did not choose any of my vampire looks for this competition, but I can do some awesome vampire makeup.
Well, I was like, I don't know, maybe.
Show me.
I will. Don't worry. Maybe I was like 11.
Okay.
12, maybe.
Okay.
And
a little too old to be cute.
No, it's not cute. Just wait. My mom was like, if we're doing a vampire, we're going all the way
I did
out. Look at this picture and I'll talk through it.
Okay. Oh my God. That's not bad.
Oh.
It's the hair.
I thought I looked so ugly. Y'all listen to this.
You look like
my mom painted my face
one of the vampires in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
Painted my face gray with the gray contour on the cheekbones. She teased my hair, spray painted it black. I had blonde hair, super blonde hair.
Can I make this the cover art for this episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify?
Not even. I can't even believe I'm going to put this out there because this is the photo of me that I dread the most.
I would never have seen that photo and thought, there's Kaley.
No, because I'm
like a boy.
I look. Oh my God, it's terrifying. She drew me a widow's peak.
Of course.
In the hair, spray painted black, teased it.
I bet she was mad that you were mad.
No, she was mad at me because she was like, I killed this look and I'm bawling, y'all.
She killed it. It's the hair that really sends it. It's the hair.
It's awful.
Bless
it's the
her
worst
heart.
thing.
Bless her cold, shriveled black heart.
I'm putting this in Let's Boo This.
Let's boo this.
Again, my mom killed it on we're going all out, the full widow's peak, the gray contour. But I look horrendous, hideous.
You do not want to suck your blood.
No.
You want to go home and cry.
And I've never dressed up as a vampire since.
Yeah.
And you know the worst part about this is the photo that my sister has of me when I call her phone. Because she hates me like that.
Slow clap for you, sis.
And I'm
That's
like,
amazing.
come on, sis. Any other one. Any other photo.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Let's boo this.
Boo it. Booing it for show.
Okay.
Okay, what's next? I'm going to show you this one next. Nope, I already showed you that one. I'm going to show you this one. So if I were to tell you, I'm right on top of that rose, would that mean anything to you, Kaley?
I'm right on top of that rose.
I'm right on top of that rose.
Nope.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead.
Never seen it.
Oh, Kaley.
Here I go, letting the people down again.
You have to watch it.
Okay.
It is a classic. This is Christina Applegate's character, Sue Ellen. I mean, spoiler alert, the babysitter dies, and she's got to get him through the whole time that her mom's on some safari adventure or something.
Okay.
So she gets a job. She pretends to be older. This is her corporate thing. She's an assistant for a woman named Rose. So I posted this.
Oh, she's an assistant? I would have guessed you were a flight attendant just looking at it.
No, I just found this outfit at Goodwill. It's a pink and black 80s, businesswoman getup. And I was like, oh my God, that's Sue Ellen. And I think I bought it in like April and wore it that October. And all I put on the caption on the Facebook at the time was, I'm right on top of that rose. And people were like, yeah, well done.
I mean,
So because it's so niche, though, I think I'll put it in the third tier, even though it's spot on, fantastic. If you know, you know.
I trust that you rocked it because you rock these type of things.
All right, that's my next one.
Okay, I dig it. All right, my next one is I dressed up as the love of my life, JJ Watt,
Oh,
in college.
okay.
So I wore his jersey. I had the eye black. But here was the best part. I had a life-size cardboard cutout
Nice.
of JJ Watt in my apartment that one of my family friends, literally saw this at like a benefit, at like an event. And they asked the people that were running the event, can I take this cardboard cutout home? I know someone that would love it.
That's awesome.
So literally one day at my parents' house, there was this cardboard cutout of JJ that one of our family friends had gotten just for me because they know how much I love him.
Cardboard cutouts were a whole thing.
Here's me posing with it and
Those are great.
smooching the
Great
little
photos.
cardboard cutout.
Smooching yourself.
Smooching myself, dressed up as JJ, smooching JJ.
Dude, are cardboard cutouts still a thing? I feel like they had a whole moment.
Couldn't tell you one person that I know that has a cardboard
No, I feel
cutout
like it
in
was
their
a
house.
very 90s, early 2000s thing.
Well, this was late 2000s in college, but I was all about JJ, so.
That'd be a good thing to get. You know what people do, the big heads for people's birthday parties and
Yeah.
they all pose with it? It'd be great
Yeah.
to do a cardboard cutout.
Yeah. So I'll put this one in Let's Give Him Pumpkin to talk about just because I ain't putting JJ in the bottom tier. But it was low effort as far as I already had the jersey. I put on some eye black and I put on some little spandex because, college trying to look cute. So,
Love it.
yes.
Okay, my next one, I meant to look up if this is what this woman's name is. Chiquita Banana. You know, the fruit
That
hat.
sounds familiar, yeah?
So I made the fruit hat.
You made that.
I went and got all the
Did you just
fake
hot glue,
fruit and then
hot glue a bunch
it.
of, wow.
So I went and got all the fruit and the fabric. I made.
Girl.
My mom helped me make the skirt. I already had the
You are
shirt.
so crafty. That is so not my style.
This
but I'm
is like
glad that it's yours, Robin.
This is like the puffy shirt from Seinfeld, but
Yeah.
not.
Yep.
And all the costume jewelry.
You
and
look great.
Thank you. I really
really
like
do.
this one. I did not win the costume contest because the person who won, and I don't know if I have the photo here, but I don't think I have it here. I'll put it on the YouTube and I'll show you later.
Okay.
He's a friend of ours, Jeff. He dressed up as Jon Snow, like right at the height of You Know Nothing Jon Snow. He looked like his doppelganger.
Really?
So
Does he have
won.
like the long hair already?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So he won dead on. I have a photo with him because I self-proclaimed myself as second place because they did it by applause. And
Okay.
his was like roaring applause.
Yeah.
And I was like, we all know that this is awesome. So I took
Yeah.
a photo with him of like first and second place.
Yeah. No one knows unless they
I
were
believe
there.
that I can be it. Okay, so that was mine. I'm going to put
You
that.
look great, really.
Thank you. I'm going to put that in the second tier.
I agree with that grading.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Next up.
Okay, my next one is Laura Croft,
Ooh.
Tomb Raider.
Isn't it Laura?
Lara Croft, sorry. Tomb Raider. Now, the reason why I dressed up as this is because,
She's awesome.
well, yeah, it was a great costume. But number two, I had dyed my hair dark.
Oh.
The only time I've ever had dark hair, I mean, not that this is super blonde because this is pretty much.
I don't think I've ever seen you with dark hair.
I lived with a girl in college who was going to like beauty school, like hairdresser school, in Austin, and so she would like to practice
Right.
on us as her roommates, like
Of course.
trims, cuts, dyeing her hair if we were down. And everyone kept telling me, because I have like really green eyes, you would look, you know, they were telling me, you look so good with dark hair. You look so good with dark hair. And I put it off. I find,
hello.
yeah, right. You can pull off every color.
Well, green eyes and dark hair is a good combo, if I do say so myself.
I'm here to report that I cannot pull off every color. I dyed my hair dark.
Hand it over, sister.
And I dressed up as Laura Croft.
It looks good.
Yeah, in that photo.
That's a really cool outfit.
Yeah, and I had like the braid back. I did like black tape with a...
Is this guy supposed to be from that one show?
From Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
Yes. Shout out Jacob Starr if you're listening.
That's good.
So cute. I took a picture with him. But yeah, I spray painted a water gun black and had it in my little holster on my leg. Wore all black. It was a really good costume. Everyone loved it.
Yeah. Where are you going to put it? Are you going to put it low just because you don't like yourself with dark hair?
I'm going to put it in Let's Give Him Pumpkin to talk about. It was solid. The dark hair for me wasn't it. Sure, my eyes popped, but I think I definitely look better with a little lighter color.
Fair enough.
Personally.
Okay, last one, and then I have an honorable mention.
Okay.
This, and thinking about this now in this movie, it is so... It would not fly in 2023. Ace Ventura.
Yes.
So all I did was, my daughter was about 2 or 3 at the time, 2.5. I got her hair's in pigtails. She's got the Hawaiian shirt, the tutu, the pajama pants, the boots when he goes to the mental facility to dig through the boxes and he pretends, very problematic. But that's who she's dressed as. And then my husband and I got white t-shirts, and then I got the Miami colors of duct tape, and I just made us jerseys. So it says Miami on the front, and it said Einhorn on one and Finkel on the other.
Nice.
So that was pretty good. I thought that was a
Let me see.
pretty good group costume.
That's a good group. She's so cute. I can't get over her.
It's great when you dress kids up as things that like only adults will get, and they have no control
They're
over
just
it.
like, I'm here. Give me the candy.
I thought that was a good.
So cute. That's a great group costume.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the third tier though, just because kind of messed up movie. Einhorn's a man.
I like it. I like it. Okay, my last one is, before we go to your honorable mention, let me do my last one, is Sandy from Grease, the bad Sandy.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, girl.
Nice.
So this one is also from college, and my boyfriend at the time we had just broken up. And so I knew we were going to be at the same party. So I was like, I got to pick something where I'm going to look good, but still classy, but good. And I went with the bad Sandy, and I wore leather pants.
I've always wanted to do that costume, and I just never had the...
This was back in the day when I looked like I could pull it off. I need to find a better picture. This is the only one I could find at the moment.
Tell me about it, stud.
That's exactly. And I had a little fake cigarette. I had high-waisted leather pants, the off-the-shoulder shirt, just like I matched
the red lip.
The red lip. I matched it. The one side pulled back in the hair. I had matched it perfectly. I strutted in that party, and I'll never forget the look on his face. And I was like, got him.
It's electrifying.
I was all about it. So that one I would like to put in the second tier because I felt pretty solid about it because I matched it to a T and the energy was good.
I agree.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that was all mine.
Okay.
Do you have an honorable mention?
Okay, so honorable mention goes to my friend Nicole.
Okay.
She dressed up as Oscar the Grouch.
Oh my.
Complete with the facial expression.
No, that's amazing.
The trash can. The best part is when she went to go sit on the couch.
Oh. You can't even function in that thing.
You can't sit on a couch in a trash can, it turns out.
You can't function in that thing.
And then here's her with her husband, Mark. And
Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
That is so good.
So honorable mention, honorable first tier spot for that one.
Shout out. That is amazing.
Yep.
That's a good one.
All right, Kaley, hit us with some recs.
My rec is, in general, to try out a new bar hangout spot. Because,
I did that.
What, you did?
Yeah. I haven't told you about this.
Oh, well, great. So did I. That's why it's my rec. I went to this place called the Sign Bar. Have you heard of it?
Where is it?
In the middle of nowhere on the east side of Austin. But it was only like 15 minutes from my house, which was nice. And it's all these old vintage signs from places in Austin. So like all the places that have closed down, it's like they've been around collecting them.
Wow, that's
and they have
cool.
them all
Kind
up.
of sad.
And they light up at night because we went during the day and then it got dark and they were lighting up all
That's
the signs.
so cool.
They had like the vintage ACL sign. They have a whole like maze in the back, like
Ooh.
a big field maze. I didn't do
I
that.
love a maze.
I didn't do it. I was just chilling.
I didn't
drinking,
talk about this in El Paso. We went and did a corn maze.
Mm.
I love a maze.
Yeah.
Love a maze.
Well, maybe we need to go there and do the maze because I didn't do it when I went.
Yeah.
But the signs were super cool. A place I never would thought I would go. I feel like I just go to the same places I always go to.
I think
And
that's
it was so nice
typical.
to go to like a new place,
Yeah.
and it's not far from my house, and the service was good, and it was cool vibes. And
Nice.
I was digging it.
Cool.
I was digging it.
I actually ended up going to that Harry Potter pop-up bar last night.
Ooh, yes.
So on my way home, I realized it was right
Tell
by
me
my house.
all about it.
It's next to this place, or it's called Hoot and Annie's, like Hoot and Annie's.
Hootenannies.
And I think they changed what their pop-up is every so often.
Okay.
Because it was a whole installation.
But you've never been there?
No.
Okay.
They had the stairs going up so that they could have Harry's room under the stairs, but there was nothing upstairs. Like they built this whole, every little detail was so cool. I'll show you pictures.
Okay.
So it's in Round Rock.
Okay.
So I agree with that rec.
Did it say how long it was going to be up
No.
for? Because I need to hit it.
No, but someone said that they saw on their Instagram that they had a Star Wars one a few months ago. So I would imagine like quarterly or something like that.
I need to go check it out.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Very thoughtful. They did that thing that is all over everyone's socials where they show you how to make the Harry Potter ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And
I'll
that's
check it
all we
out.
got. Okay, cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you haven't followed us or subscribed on all the places and you would like to support us, please go do so.
Yes. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, even if you don't watch us on or listen on those places, please do.
Please do. And I hope y'all have a really happy Halloween.
That's right. Happy Halloween.
Have fun doing all the Halloweeny things.
That's right.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.